All right, guys, they did it. They have officially replaced Gasly. They have swapped Alex Albon with Pierre Gasly. Pierre Gasly will be going down. Alex Albon will be going back up, which should be no surprise. We've been talking about this over on the channel. So if you haven't, go ahead and like, subscribe at the YouTube channel. You can do that. I'll include the link below. But we've talked about this on a couple occasions. This is something that, they're not going to bring up Daniel Kvyat unless he had an absolutely, he kept kept getting podiums over and over again. He did have a couple good races. He's coming, he's actually already been on Red Bull. But you have to remember, this is exactly what we talked about. Honda is in the F1 business. They are also deciding their future. They obviously, it's been reported, is testing the car aggressively. So they're here and they want wins. And I think the one thing I talked about in the last couple races actually is, no matter what Helmut says or no matter what Red Bull say, they certainly weren't going to deflate Pierre Gasly's confidence in the middle of these races, right? Like, the one thing that they did a really good job of was saying, look, we have no plans to keep him right now. Now, some people are going to say, well, that's a little bit misleading. But at the same time, I think Pierre Gasly probably knew what was going on. And I think this is something that in the press, they're not just going to bash him. It's something I've been a little bit critical of Cyril about Hulkenberg, but that's for another day. So, if people are going, well, they've been saying this. Yes, of course, but they're notoriously ruthless. You got to remember, Max Verstappen actually got promoted to Red Bull 5 races in, and won the Spanish Grand Prix. So they're no stranger to this, and they're also trying to protect Honda's investment and interest in F1. So Alex Albon coming up, it's a new bright. So I think they were born in the same year in '96. Albon's got 16 points. Gasly has 63 points. It's unacceptable, his performance, of course. He's up against Max Verstappen. That's hard. But when you actually look at the qualifying time, the lap-by-lap time, everything like that. So I think this was long overdue. People are seeing it are not going to call this a bombshell, as a couple of these sites are reporting. It's not really a bombshell. We kind of saw this coming. I think this is going to be a domino effect, though, now. I think this will be the first of many driver talks actually cementing and switches happening. So made a couple predictions, but for this video, just wanted to give you the breaking news that this is breaking. You actually look at when you actually look at F1's website, and they still got them in their old uniform. So it's good for Alex Albon. Let's see what he can do. I think this is a good chance for him. He's been driving incredibly well. Bummer for Daniel Kvyat, but he's had his chance at Red Bull, and best of luck to Pierre. So the Red Bull team have been quoted saying Red Bull are in the unique position of having 4 talented Formula One drivers under contract who can be rotated between the senior Red Bull team and Toro Rosso. The team will use the next 9 races to evaluate Alex's performance in order to make an informed decision as to who will drive alongside Max in 2020. So this very much is seen as a trial period. I think they are 100% committed to Albon being the future of this spot. But even in their rhetoric, they're saying, look, this is just, let's see who can drive the best. I don't foresee them bringing Gasly back up. I think they're saying, Alex, please perform and be on form. So let's see what he does. This is great news, and I think silly season is well underway, and I think this is the first, obviously, of many cementings that are going to happen with the driver. So thanks for checking this out, guys. If you haven't, make sure, like I said, go over and subscribe. I'll include a link in the description box, and we'll see you guys here soon for more of the breaking news during the summer break. Thanks, guys.